Hello everybody and welcome to week 7 of FBL. If you didn't watch Team Builder for this week, here's a little reminder, so pause to take a look. His team is Steelix, Tapu Koko, Gastrodon, Shaman, Snorlax and Hariyama, so let's see how the fight went. He leads with Hariyama. I lead with Axelga. Spikes were scattered on the ground all around his team. He used knockoff. I expected fake out to be honest, and he knocked off my focus sash. My ability is activated. Since I lost my item, Hariyama was burned because of flame orb, which means he has guts ability. This time he used bullet punch and Axelga fainted. I don't know if guts helped him kill, but I kind of wished I could set up more spikes. Anyway, Hariyama was hurt by its burn. And I sent out Tapu Lele and battlefield got weird. I withdrew Lele, and I sent Crook out, and Hariyama's attack fell. And he switched as well Hariyama into Steelix, and Steelix was hurt by spikes. But he restored that damage with leftovers. This time I withdrew Crocodile, and I sent out Rotom. He used Body Press, which is a good move on Steelix, because of his high defense. And he restored a little HP using its leftovers, and again he has Sturdy. I'm just guessing he has Sturdy. He switched Steelix, because it can't touch me, and he sent out Gastrodon, and Gastrodon was hurt by the spikes. I used Will-O-Wisp and the opposing Gastrodon was burned. The opposing Gastrodon restored some HP with leftovers, and was hurt by its burn. Now I switched, because I don't have anything for Gastrodon, and I sent out Milotic. He used Toxic, which is good for me, because I have Marvel Scale. Thank you for that. And again the opposing Gastrodon restored some HP with leftovers, and was hurt by its burn. And also Milotic was hurt by poison. I used HP Grass. The opposing Gastrodon lost 46%, which is pretty good. And he used Infestation, which is really bad, because Infestation plus Toxic is going to rack up. We both restored some HP with leftovers, and I was hurt by poison, and he was hurt by its burn. I was hurt by Infestation as well, and the weirdness disappeared from battlefield. Now he withdrew Gastrodon, and he sent out Hariyama. And Hariyama was hurt by spikes. I used an Ice Beam that did so little, only 17%, because Hariyama is fluffy. And again I restored some HP with leftovers, and I was hurt by poison. The opposing Hariyama was hurt by its burn. I decided to use Recover, just to see what his plan is. And he decided that plan was knock off, and he knocked off my leftovers. No leftovers recovery this time, but poison is still there and so is the burn. This time I used a Scald. I can't burn him, because he's already burned. He used Close Combat. Hariyama's defense and special defense fell, and so is Milotic. I'm surprised it did so much damage, because of Marvel Scale. The opposing Hariyama was hurt by its burn. And I sent out Lele's replacement and the battlefield got weird. I used Focus Blast just in case he switched into Steelix, but he stayed in and Hariyama fainted. He sent out Gastrodon and Gastrodon was hurt by the spikes. I used Focus Blast, or in this case Focus Miss, because Gastrodon avoided the attack. And that miss gave him a chance to recover some HP. And he restored even more with leftovers, and also lost some because of burn. This time I switched Tapu Lele, and I sent out Hitmonchan. Gastrodon used Toxic and Hitmonchan was badly poisoned. The opposing Gastrodon restored a little HP using its leftovers. Hitmonchan was hurt by poison. The opposing Gastrodon was hurt by its burn. The opposing Gastrodon had its energy drained, because I used a Drain Punch. He used not very effective infestation and it's a crit. And again the opposing Gastrodon restored a little HP using its leftovers. Hitmonchan was hurt by poison. The opposing Gastrodon was hurt by its burn. Hitmonchan is hurt by infestation. The opposing Gastrodon had its energy drained again, because of the same reason as last turn. And he recovered all that damage. And once again the opposing Gastrodon restored a little HP using its leftovers. Hitmonchan was hurt by poison. The opposing Gastrodon was hurt by its burn. Hitmonchan is hurt by infestation. The weirdness disappeared from the battlefield. The opposing Gastrodon had its energy drained again, because of the same reason as last turn. And he recovered all that damage. Again and again same thing happened. Leftovers recovery, toxic and burn damage, and also infestation damage. Same stuff happened again. I used a drain punch. Gastrodon had its energy drained again. The opposing Gastrodon recovered again. And again toxic, burn and infestation damage. Same stuff happened again. I used a drain punch. And he used recover. And again toxic, burn and infestation damage. And Hitmonchan fainted. So basically he stole the shit out of me, if you haven't noticed. And I sent Lel and the battlefield got weird. I used stab terrain boosted psychic that did good damage. Gastrodon lost 59%. And the opposing Gastrodon used toxic and now Tapu Lel was badly poisoned. And again we have leftovers recovery and poison and burn damage. Because he can't take one more psychic he switched out, and he sent out Steelix and the opposing Steelix was hurt by spikes. I used psychic not, like I can choose anything else, because of choice scarf. But for not very effective move, that did a lot of damage, and Steelix restored, and I lost some HP. I used psychic once again that did a little bit less than last time. And he used stealth rock, and pointed stones float in the air around my team. And again Steelix restored some HP and again I lost some HP. I used not very effective psychic again, and the opposing Steelix fainted. Tapu Lel was hurt by poison once again. And he sent out Snorlax which was hurt by the spikes. I used psychic once again. And the opposing Snorlax used curse and Snorlax's speed fell, and attack and defense rose. And another leftover recovery and another poison damage. And the weirdness disappeared from the battlefield. I used psychic again without terrain boost. And Snorlax used curse again, and speed fell, and attack and defense rose. And another leftover recovery and poison damage, but this poison damage is enough to make Tapu Lel faint. I sent out crocodile pointed stones dug into crocodile and Snorlax's attack fell because of intimidate. I used knockoff, and I knocked off the opposing Snorlax's leftovers. And he used rest and the opposing Snorlax slept and became healthy. I switched Crook, and I sent out Rotom. I don't know why I did that. The opposing Snorlax is fast asleep. So he used sleep talk. From sleep talk he got curse and Snorlax's speed fell, and attack and defense rose again. I used volt switch to get the fuck out of here. And I sent out a crocodile, and pointed stones dug into the crook and Snorlax's attack fell. The opposing Snorlax is fast asleep. He used sleep talk again. But this time he got rest, but it failed, because he's already asleep. I used a Fire Fang, because I don't have anything for this Snorlax. The opposing Snorlax woke up. But he used sleep talk, but it failed, because he's not asleep. I used the same move as the last turn, Fire Fang. And he used Body Slam and Crocodile lost 57%. I used a Fire Fang for the last time in this match. And he used Body Slam again and Crocodile fainted. And I sent Rotom out, my last Pokemon. I used Overheat. He lost 11% of its HP. Maybe he has thick fat, I don't know. And he used Body Slam and down goes Rotom. And that's the game. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.